Hey, yay, hey, yay. We are gathered here today to discuss delusions of grandeur regarding a racially motivated fighter known as Teofimo Lopez. In this video, I'm going to go over something that is absolutely crazy, obnoxious, not reading the room. Alexa, turn on backlight. I'm about to go in. So the video will be about Teofimo Lopez, his dad, what his dad has to say about how his son looked. And it's quite uncanny. So stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll take you through it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. And I am back with some more boxing. Now, Shakur displayed awesome boxing. I am still working on my What Really Happened video. So subscribe and stay tuned to the channel for that. But awesome display, literally a flawless performance. Very minimal to pick from in terms of like negative takeaways for Shakur. But then you look on the opposing side, in the opposing corner, many negatives, which again, give me time into what really happened. I'll break it down. But let's hear what Teofimo Sr. had to say about his son losing. Roll the clip.
Here 4 seconds out with Teofimo Lopez Sr. Teofimo, first of all, commiserations. Not the way you wanted the night to go. Can you talk me through the fight?
No. Everything was fine. The sparring session.
Everything was fine. Everything was fine. Bro, did you see the status of your son's face? This man said everything was fine, but let me hush.
Where like what motivated me to this fight, that I was 100% sure who was gonna win. For some reason, the game plan, my son didn't do what I told him he was supposed to.
Stutter, talk to me. Well, you were late last night, but you're ticking me off. Ticking. Bro, the man is stuttering. What are you trying to say?
To do, his rhythm was supposed to be different, where we were supposed to stop Shakur from doing whatever Shakur does best. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to him for winning. You know what I'm saying? But that was not my son in there.
This is what I hate, y'all. Bro, boxing is funny. I hate when the fighter be like, or the trainer, after a loss, a bad L at that it wasn't them in the ring. Like, who the was this? The Gucci Man clone? Like, what are we talking about? I remember Victor Ortiz said that. Like, he lost to Luis Collazo or whatever one of his losses. He was like, I don't really know, but that wasn't me in there. You're literally talking to a tree, bro. I wasn't in the ring tonight. Bro, the person's trunk say Ortiz. You got the same back tattoo. It looks like you. What is this, AI? You know, the man really said that wasn't my son. Okay, who was it? The Annabelle doll? Like, what are we talking about?
I think probably the networks and everybody, the media, everything leading up to this fight, everybody already talking that already.
Now you're just making stuff up. I feel the networks, Paramount Plus, Zuffa Boxing, media, Elon Musk, Toys R Us kids don't want to grow up. Bro, what are you even talking about? What do the networks have to do with Shakur putting paws on your son? Shakur had a network of punches that was landing on your son's face. Bro, he just rambling right now.
The media, probably the networks and everybody, the media, everything leading up to this fight. Everybody already talking that already about Shakur fighting in May, where the winner was supposed to go and fight in May. Against whoever it was.
Okay, you just said Shakur was supposed to fight in May. Then you said the winner to fight the. So if your son won, then he would be fighting in May, no? So what does that have to do with if you cancel his next fight because you knocked him out or something? He probably wouldn't be fighting in May. So again, what are you talking about?
So I think that probably got to him, you know what I'm saying? People talking about me being drunk, all that stuff, when he went to the press conference and I wasn't there, I didn't show up because I was resting. And I think all that affected him.
The man said he didn't show up because he was resting, aka drunk.
Him in this fight, like a lot of people say, my son is like mentally like easy to mess with, and how you gonna fight a fight when everybody wants you to lose? You understand what I'm saying? And
bro, get this team out to sport. I've heard enough. I really could stop the video right here. Pathetic. You're one long run-on sentence. The networks, Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo, my son, they did. Bro, what are you talking to? You're talking like you're Denzel Washington and John Q. Now, I am not gonna bury my son. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You're not John Q, Father of the Year, doing this for the right reasons. You're talking about he lost. Okay, so I hate interviews like this. I don't know why y'all send me this unless y'all want to raise my blood pressure and make me mad. A bunch of y'all sent me this clip too. Oh, what do you make a video? Okay, now you got me. Okay, I don't like interviews like this because the interviewer will do a sturdy job, ask a direct question, and then you forget what the question's even about because the person just trails off. That's what T.O. Sr. is doing here, right? There's no coherence. It's just like ramble. Like it literally sounds like someone who be lying and they're making up the story as they go. Oh, the networks that they were talking about Shakur fighting. What does any of this have to do with your bad game plan with your son? You not showing up at the press conference because you were sleep resting and people said you're drunk. And now you're making excuses. Let's be clear. Excuses talking about this affected your son because people were saying that you, the trainer, was drunk. Bro, woe is me. He was like, man, everybody, they just want to see my son lose. And why would you want to see him lose? And I just think it got to, okay. So this what I tell y'all about being black in America. It is different rules. And of course, the race fans are going to get mad because I said that, but it's absolutely true. Black fighters are held to a different standard. Let me give you an example before you get mad. Okay, Gervonta Davis, don't he have, before his fights, a whole bunch of stuff going on? He got, like, before his next fight, people are like, oh, you took a knee with Lamont Roach. He be having legal problems and arguing with the Baltimore judge, and he just got out a 90-day stint. People are saying, oh, he only fight for money, right? That's one. Floyd Mayweather. How many times does Floyd, has he had like an unfortunate somebody close to him pass away, or he went after the Cotto fight to do that 90-day jail stint, right? Miss Jackson was suing him the week before the Maidana fight. You're talking about pressure. You're a boxer. You have to learn how to compartmentalize and handle pressure. So as far as I'm concerned, I have no remorse. I have no mercy. I have no empathy and no sympathy for Teofimo here, especially when you Teo, played that game and was trying to teeter on the line of these racially motivated comments that are derogatory and that were perceived as offensive to black people in the black community. That's why he was apologizing for slavery and all that, because he know he was doing wrong. If I won or lost a fight, I would never have a dedicated segment carved out apologizing to slavery, because I never said nothing. Like, he's like, oh, I'm sorry for what your people went through. Why would you say that unless you had a guilty conscience? So this is all excuses, and we not here for it.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
You don't know what happened because you didn't give him no instruction.
It just looked like all his powers were not there. Like everything was like that we planned, everything that he did in sparring, everything that we planned to do was not there.
Bro, listen to what this man just said.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It just looked like all his powers were not there. Like everything was like that we planned, everything that he did in sparring, everything that we planned to do was not there.
The man just said Teofimo's powers were not there. Like, he talking like Forrest Whitaker in the Black Panther. The prince will have the power of the Black Panther stripped away. Bro, what are you talking about? Get this Wakanda Forever fake storyline. The prince will have the power of the Black Panther removed. Did we get him? You're talking like he's a Marvel superhero, and then he fought Shakur, and then all of his power got like taken away, like the Last Dragon or something, when Shonuff lost the glow. I am.
His power was not there. I was in shock, man. And I think this a lot of this has to do with everybody not wanting him to win. You know what I'm saying? There was not one person talking good about him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that has to stop. That has to stop. You know, in this planet, this world, that's why we have this sport. The best man has to win, you know, and nobody knows who's winning unless, you know what I'm saying. You know, the average person could have an opinion, you know what I'm saying. But when you have all the networks saying that my son's gonna get his ass whooped, that you know, that
bro, what is this man talking about? When you have all the networks saying my son's gonna get his butt whooped, he did. So let me get this straight. Woe is me, the networks predicted your son was going to get thrashed, and then he got thrashed, so that got to stop. Why? Why does it have to stop if what people predicted actually came true? That didn't even make sense. That's how you know it's incoherent ramble. Now, I ain't going to front. I kind of stay out. I'm a grown man, so I really be staying out of people's like personal business. I don't try to like air out their grievances too much or whatever. So I didn't really have a take on T.O.'s dad being drunk or not. I ain't never really been around him to smell alcohol or whatever, you know, coming through his pores. So I didn't really care or have a take. I just knew people were saying it. But based on this interview, I'm starting to believe there might be some truth. You might be off that 100 proof or something. Yeah, at least a 4 Loco, 211 out this bit. Still reserved or something. You was sipping a Mickey. It's me, Mickey. Right. Something's going on. Cause this is just babble. The networks. Why did the network say my son was gonna get whooped and he really got whooped? It's just not right. Like, what? Bro, he got whooped. He got whooped. What do we?
That every time my son looks at social media, they're talking bad about him. You know.
Oh my goodness, deal with it, bro. You're a boxer. You get punches to the face and abs and solar plexus as a professional fighter. You get punched to the face. You could take a punch, but you can't take criticism from randoms online. Bro, I told you, this new generation of boxing is chopped. They are not holding it down by and large. You got a couple people doing it right, but it is not the same. and we just need to prepare for that until we get like a new energy from this generation, bro. I get people talk bad about me online all day. My work still gets done. These people are not gonna outwork me. They not living a better life than me. They don't got more, like, what? Like, what are we talking about? I don't care about no chatter. They talking about him on social media. Y'all talk about me on social media. There'll be there's videos from 5, 10 years ago talking about egos exposed, this channel is over. 10 years later, I'm here. What's up? What up?
It's not right. It's not right. That got to change. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna prepare him. Maybe he's not ready. He's been 5 years without losing. He's defended his 140 weight title and his lenient belt. I think 5 times. I think it is. And I think it's right. He's ready to go to 147. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, what is he gonna do at 147 off of that performance? I hate when fighters are talking about this. If you got to move up in weight, you move up in weight. You feel me? Because don't wait till you get whooped and get the paws put on you. Shakur put them headphones on you, then beats by Core, and then now you talk. Oh, we got to move up because my son can't really make the weight. No, right? That just makes it worse. Move up before you lose. I've always said that.
That he got beat up, man. You know what I'm saying? That he got beat up, and
Did he just say his son got beat up? Oh, did he just say his son got beat up? Hey, yo, bro, get this man off the mic. They can't. Listen, everybody want to be on the mic like Boxingego, but some of y'all can't conduct yourself the right way to be on the mic like Boxingego. Yeah, it is.
40 weight title and his lenient belt. I think 5 times. I think.
Bro, he's talking about all of Teo's accolades, and then he follow up by saying Teo got beat up. Maybe I'm hearing it wrong.
It is, and I think it's right. He's ready to go to 147. You know what I'm saying? That he got beat up, man. That was a headbutt.
What? What? It was a headbutt? What about that? What about that jab? What about that? What about that Newark combo he was putting on? It was a headbutt? Hey, yo, they going outside.
Yeah,
homie.
Man, that was a headbutt. And my son didn't get beat up, man. He went to 12 rounds with a good boxer.
You're making it worse, Senior. My son didn't get beat up? My son didn't get beat up. Shakur landed 44% of his total punches to your son landing 15%. His face looked like Leatherface, and he was apologizing for slavery. And had all types of markings and cuts. But now you're saying he didn't get beat up? Bro, they going outside. See, this is what another thing. I'm going to keep ragging on this new generation until they ship up or ship out. Okay. I am not a fan of this new generation being like Brody, trash talking, and then not delivering. And then now it's kumbaya. Kumbaya, killer cam, kumbaya. Like, no. Where I'm from, if you talk spicy and all that, you getting cooked. You getting blazed. If you get blazed, you get blazed. You got to take it on the chin. I don't want to hear like, oh, the people dissing him online, that got to stop. And you literally had your son tell Shakur to fit his in his mouth. And allegedly said something about Core's mama. Now it's like, he didn't get it beat up. It was a good fight, 12 rounds with a good box. No, I'm not accepting. I reject your deposit.
We were supposed to do different things in there, and that didn't work, and that happens. It happens to anybody. You know what I'm saying? All the greats have lost, and they have come.
I can't listen to too much
back, and
let me skip through
between rounds to try and get him to change.
Go to 147.
What were you saying to him in between rounds to try and get him to change the fight?
That's a good question. What were you saying between rounds to get him to change the fight? Because I didn't hear no type of valid, technical, implementable corner advice from Senior.
What we did in sparring, what he was doing in sparring, and for some reason,
Okay, this man don't know boxing. Your corner advice is do what you did in sparring. However, I can guarantee you none of your sparring partners are as good as Shakur Stevenson. Because, first of all, if you were sparring some big name, ego probably would have heard about. I probably would have heard about it. Like if you were sparring Gervonta Davis or Crawford or Canelo, somebody big, we would have heard about it. So why would you tell him to do what you did in sparring when you got bigger gloves, headgear on, plus you're sparring with people that are likely not as good, and even if they are very, very good, they're not as good probably in general, but they're not as experienced and Olympians and silver medalists like Shakur Stevenson. So sparring, throw that out the window. Ron Browse, that need to jump out the window.
he wasn't doing it, and that's why I was very upset, very upset. And I think we hurt Shakur, like I think in the 8th round, and he was hurt for about 2 rounds, and he let him come back.
Bro, get this man out of here. Now you're just lying. Like, we hurt Shakur? This is unbelievable. I see why y'all wanted me to do a review on this. We hurt Shakur, and it took him 2 rounds? I must have missed that.
We hurt Shakur, like I think in the 8th round, and he was hurt for about 2 rounds, and he let him come back.
Tio, I know you love your pops. Fire the man. This is that simple. I don't beat around the bush. I'm telling you what it is. In my opinion, you got to fire him. Any coach talking like that after a fight like that, they don't know what they need to be doing, bro. We hurt Shakur. What part of the fight was that? Like, this is not a DVD or Blu-ray disc where there's deleted scenes and bonus scenes with director's commentary. We all watched the fight. There are no extended or deleted director's cut commentary scenes. So where are these rounds where Shakur was ever hurt, especially hurt where it took 2 rounds to regenerate? You're lying, bro. My job is to y'all let me get paid off for the big bucks off of this.
The whole plan was not to exchange with him. The whole plan was not to box with him. But I guess, it worked to Shakur's benefit, and congratulations to him and to his team. And we got to move to better things, you know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world.
Oh, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world, all right.
A lot of great fighters have lost 8 times.
Bro, I can't listen no more.
Teofimo doing right? How is Teofimo doing right now?
The what? He's fine, It's not like he got knocked out or whatever it is,
He might as well got knocked out.
More so.
He wasn't okay because everybody was talking really bad about him, talking about a lot, bad things and stuff like that. Like somebody that you love, you know what I'm saying? And that gotta stop, and come back. He's the greatest. He's one of the greatest fighters right now.
Okay,
he
I'm
came back,
skimming through it.
He had a loss. He came back strong. He did great.
Okay, I can't listen no more. So, what have we learned, kiddos? He need to fire his dad. This is the only way. And to me, it's probably too late for that because, again, I'm old school. I don't like for a fighter to go through it and then now you start making and implementing change, right? For me, in my life, what I try to do is if I see I'm on the downslide and nosediving in the department, like I have certain tenets and, things I do daily, like morning routine or night routine or whatever, right? So if I notice like, man, I ain't done my night routine for 2 days straight, then before it gets to be a bigger problem, I'll look into it and like try to like end that. You know what I mean? So I'm not a fan of when the fighter get beat up and then they switch trainers or they take a pulverizing loss like Tio did. That was like a humiliating loss with no real redemptive qualities. And then now you want to change. Now you want to move up to welterweight. Now you want to switch trainers. You know, you're doing it. You're setting yourself up for failure because you're doing it coming off of mental anguish and pain and suffering, right? Like it would be like there's two types of move-ins. You can move in to a new place, either solo or with somebody else, and your relationship is great, and you guys get a new, bigger house together or bigger apartment together. That's an exciting move. Or you could have a move like, let's say, a guy cheats on his girl, so the girl leaves, and then they used to live together, so now the girl moving out on her own because the guy cheated, right? That's a different type of move in because not only do you have the pain and the hassle of moving in, renting a U-Haul, having people help you lift your couch, wall mounting your TV. You got all that hassle of putting dishes away, unpacking boxes. Like I be unpacked. Y'all know I be unpacked like this video. We unpack, right? You got that hassle of just moving in is a pain. But then you got you're suffering because your ex cheated on you and now you're dealing with a breakup. You know what I mean? So these aren't the same move-ins. What I'm saying to you is I would rather move in on a clean slate in good health, everything's good, and then now you only have to focus on the putting stuff away and moving in part. Not like I got my heart broken 2 weeks ago, so we split up and I got to move out and move in somewhere else and deal with a different landlord, wah. So I'm not a fan of fighters who start making corrective changes. Like, I mean, you got to do what you do. Brian Norman not working with his dad after he lost to Devin Haney. It happens. Amir Khan got knocked out by Danny Garcia. He left Freddie Roach, went to Virgil Hunter, right? So it happens. But for me, it happens a bit more than I would prefer. And I think if you need new coaching, which Tio clearly has needed, I've never heard really relevant coaching from Senior. Never. And that's why some people are, anti-boxing dads being in the corner. Too emotional. You're not, again, I understand you love your son, you want the best for him, but some of these dads, they're like vicariously living through their son. So when their sons are getting beat up, they don't want to throw in the towel. And then on top of that, they don't know what to do. Like, for real, Bill Haney, when Devin was getting hurt by Ryan Garcia, he was like, man, you got to circle and hit him with the brick hand. And Tio, dad, did even worse. You know what I mean? Or equally bad with Shakur. Hit him! You got to hit him! Where's the power? I want the power! Like, really? You don't have to be a boxing coach. You don't have to be a former boxer to give that type of advice to a boxer. Like this is like fake Hollywood, like Rocky movie. Hit him! He's a bum rock! You can do... Like, bro, that's like Hollywood boxing corner advice. Mayweather and his daddy, legendary Roger Mayweather and his dad. Like, Roger ain't never just said, hit him! You gotta hit him with the power! Hit him! What are you doing? You're gonna hate yourself tomorrow. You're gonna hate yourself. When you're drinking your orange juice, you're gonna hate yourself. Bro, I never heard Roger Mayweather do that. He'd be like, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, nephew. Hit him with the jab, circle back. Don't let him get you on the ropes. You're doing it. Right? Boom. Like, technical advice. Telling you where to go. Telling you what to look for. He's getting frustrated. So, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you double up the jab, triple the jab. Like, real implementable corner advice. Serviceable corner advice. Like, imagine if you went, like, and paid good money and you went to a car automotive repair. Your car, like, hey, my car is making all types of noise. the engine's cutting off. I'm having a hard time starting the engine. And they're like, all right, we're going to take your money, do $150 for a diagnostic, and then we'll be back. We'll call you in a couple hours. And then they call you in a couple hours at the car repair place. And they say, all right, we took a look under the hood. We took a look at your car. And what we found is, drive it. You got to drive it. What are you doing? You're going to hate yourself if you're late to work. Drive it. Bro, what would you say? What would you say if the car repair, like, you took your car in for service and they were saying stuff like T.O. Sr. was saying to his son? Like, their instructions for, hey, we fixed the problem, or this is the problem, was something like, drive it. Put your foot on the gas and drive. You're going to hate yourself tomorrow if you don't drive. That's what I'm talking about. That right there is what I'm talking about. That is not, like, ain't nobody want no advice like that. I need to know, okay, you drove and then your brake pads were out, so you only had this much tread left on the brake pad. Your spark plugs needed to be clean. We put some more fuel in the blah, 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 and the carbonator and the receptorator. Like, bro, tell me what's going on and what caused this. Don't just drive. What are you doing? You guys, what? I'm done. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'm really the best at it. I give you analogies. I give you guys real boxing content. If you like this style, subscribe to me. My link me can be found in the description box. Get you to all of my donation links, all my support links. Do that because I'm holding it down for boxing, and y'all know that. T.O., with this current team especially, I have no faith that he kind of comes back and wins the title, because what do you do at 140? Killer. Gary Antoine Russell, right? Dalton Smith doing well. Shakur, you're not beating him. We just seen that. Let me know how I did. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new. But even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.